Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I was going ahead and getting everything set up here real quickly. Controller. Anyways, why don't we go ahead and have the readings for today for January 14th, 2025, Tuesday, the first week in Ordinary Time. The first reading for today is from Hebrews chapter 2, verse 5 through 12. It was not to angels that God subjected the world to come, of which we are speaking. Instead, someone has testified somewhere. What is man that you are mindful of him, or the Son of Man that you care for him? You made him for a little while lower than the angels. You crowned him with glory and honor, subjecting all things under his feet. And subjecting all things to him, he left nothing not subject to him. Yet at present we do not see all things subject to him, but we do see Jesus crowned with glory and honor, because he suffered death, he who for a little while was made lower than the angels, that by the grace of God he might taste death for everyone. For it was fitting that he, for whom and through whom all things exist, and bringing many children to glory, should make the leader to their salvation perfect through suffering. He who consecrates, and those who are being consecrated all of one origin. Therefore he is not ashamed to call them brothers, saying, I will proclaim your name to my brethren. In the midst of the assembly I will praise you. The psalm for today is Psalm 8. You have given your Son rule over the works of your hands. O Lord, our Lord, how glorious is your name over all the earth. What is man that you should be mindful of him, or the Son of Man that you should care for him? You have given your Son rule over the works of your hands. You have made him little less than the angels, and crowned him with glory and honor. You have given him rule over the works of your hands, putting all things under his feet. You have given your Son rule over the works of your hands. All sheep and oxen, yes, and the beasts of the field, the birds of the air, the fish of the sea, and whatever swims the paths of the seas. You have given your Son rule over the works of your hands. Alleluia, alleluia. Receive the word of God, not as the word of men, but as it truly is the word of God. Alleluia, alleluia. The gospel for today is from Mark chapter 1, verse 21 through 28. Jesus came to Capernaum with his followers, and on the Sabbath he entered the synagogue and taught. The people were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority and not as the scribes. In their synagogue was a man with an unclean spirit. He cried out, What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God. Jesus rebuked him and said, Quiet, come out of him. The unclean spirit convulsed him and led with a loud cry came out of him. All were amazed and asked one another, What is this? A new teaching with authority. He commands even the unclean spirits and they obey him. His fame spread everywhere throughout the whole region of Galilee. The gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, Lord Jesus Christ. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Let's go ahead and get started. One second, I'm making one quick response, then I will be full focus here. I think it was on slide A. I guess I'll find out. I'm surprised we still only have 50 gold, but I think that we get that by selling cards. They just give you 50 off the bat also, because I don't want to forget. There we go. Almost did forget that. Can't do anything with that currently. I don't know if there's any new missions. This time we're just going to go to the left straight. And I'm not going to focus on capturing anything because that uses up too many of the cards. Okay, nothing new. Got it. It's a shame you can't do these a second time because like some of these, well, the one that I haven't gotten 5 stars for, I would admittedly like to do again, but it's what it is. Now that we know that the right way is the wrong way, initially at least, I will definitely go to the left because I do want to get through as quick as possible, honestly. Just because it's a little bit longer, so I want to make sure that we do happen to have enough cards throughout the entire area. Not like it's crazy long or hard, but it's like, it is definitely better to be safe than sorry. As we definitely found out last time, because it's like that... Oh, wait, what? Did it save again? I think it did say... Okay. I do want to test this anyways, so that's fine. Okay. Okay. This is something I did want to test, now that I think about it. I forgot we'd saved after we got back, because I did want to see if that affects your rating. I'm not sure if it will or not, if you enter a stage a second time. Guess we'll find out. Okay, there goes that one. Ow! Oh, that one's not dead, actually. Very close to... There we go, okay. That'll do, however. So that's not too bad, then. Just have to go ahead and get back into the swing of things. Because it's been a week, which doesn't sound like it's a long time, but I mean... It is easier to forget the basics, too, at the same time. Unintentionally, of course. I was going to say I've started an archipelago again, but you guys should know that now that I think about it. Deck, edit deck. Not much more, but it is better than nothing. Aside from that box over there, which the boxes could have something. But I don't think I'm going to focus on doing a 100% run, because this is my first time through. Watch my step, alright. Fair enough. Ow. Right, that'll work out decently well. A little more damage there than I would have liked, but it is what it is, so. We should move away from the waterfall, though. Because it said to be careful. Oh, good. Another fight literally, like, 30 seconds later. Okay, maybe not literally, but it was very quickly. That works. At least somewhat. However, I do have to remember the game did say that fairies would go ahead and appear to you sometimes. So that's not entirely fair either, because it's like fairies or enemies would appear as fairies sometimes. So it's like, yeah, that's true. Once again, definitely better to have some kind of protection as opposed to none, so. Hmm. Maybe you do want to fall down there. Interesting. Okay. I would assume that this is where we just were earlier, though. Has to be. Alright, let's see what the spider does. Not awful, honestly. It's not great, but it's like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna complain about that spider either. And this is, yeah, where we were earlier. That should be everything we can explore currently, so we need to go ahead and go back this way, avoid that. Maybe there's more stuff here later, but it's like, I don't know for sure. Got that stuff already. Thank you. I figured I needed a key, but I was not sure where it is. I'll just look it up real quickly. Don't like to, but it's like, okay, we've gone around this area. I have not seen... This guide is not great. Not gonna lie. Okay. I see. That's slightly annoying, but not too bad. Alright, we probably should honestly just restart this level then. I understand now. Okay. I was kind of hoping that would go off, but okay. Ooh, we are stuck in a corner. Don't like that, that's for sure. Okay, there goes two. That's good. That could have gone better, could have gone worse. It's acceptable. Fine-ish. Alright, so... That's good. I might be able to sneak past. Yeah, alright. So the key is by destroying all of the barrels with those mandatory enemies, which is fine. I just didn't realize that at the time where we would have started doing that, but... we'll do it now. Yes. This will be the last time we abandon the level. Well, hopefully. Hopefully it'll be the last time we abandon the level, I should say. I don't really know for sure, but that would be my guess. So, that one's not quite as obvious that you need to go ahead and destroy all the stuff while you're, going through the level. It's not awful, but just like, all right. So you're gonna attack it? Here, I'll make it easier for you. Although, now that I know what the boss is, that does help in to make this make more sense. I won't deny that. There we go. Now I just need to hit once more. As I don't know if it will. But it's all taken care of now, so. Not too big a deal. Okay, slightly annoying, but it's like, you know, could be worse. Honestly, I really think the last time we had troubles with this is because we were just tossing cards willy-nilly, and that did not happen to help. Unsurprisingly. Ow. Oh, there's more monsters. Okay. Dang, missed. That's somewhat better. Don't like that we had to use another card. If we hadn't missed once, would have been fine, but it is what it is, so. Eventually, we should get some more health, is what I was reading, and we should have more attributes, which would help as well. But we'll see. I got rid of you, at least, so that's good. Like I say, I don't know if that's actually going to hit, but the radius for that is actually longer than I was expecting, which I, for one, appreciate. I'm not upset by that. I am upset by us getting another enemy encounter this soon, because it does feel pretty... It feels pretty quick. Maybe upset isn't the right word. Surprised? Surprised feels like a better word. There we go. Mandragora isn't bad, you just kind of gotta time it right, is the main problem with it. Now, I do wish that there was actual level ups, because I think that would happen to help the game, but they didn't decide to go that route, which is fine. It's a different choice, but I wouldn't say it's a bad choice. It's just, I definitely happen to prefer having stats. I like numbers going up, what can I say? Numbers go burr. But, that being said, I am quite enjoying this. I would not mind getting a port of both of these games. Wasn't quite enough. Alright, there we go. Ow! There we go. Apparently there's some stuff either underneath or... Okay, we haven't found anything yet. Which is a little... not great. Not gonna lie. There's that one. Interesting. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad knowledge, actually. Might be the last one. We'll see. Well, there's more enemies here than just this, so... That right there makes this interesting. I don't know if it makes it interesting in a good way, but it does make it interesting. However... Okay. Looks like that piece of information was correct, which is fine. The Cockatrice does do pretty good damage, I have to be honest. You have to be pretty close with it, but it's not a bad card. Running Bird, alright. Better than no extra card. Well, I assume better than no extra card. I don't actually know that for sure, to be fair. Not quite as much as I was hoping for, but it does do the job. There we go. I was gonna say Mummy should go ahead and finish you off at the very least, so that will work out. Only downside is now it's going to be a little harder for us somewhat because we only have 16 cards. Yeah. Which, honestly, as long as this boss isn't crazy hard, shouldn't be a problem. And there is a way to run from enemies. I did find that out. Ow. I have no idea what the Running Bird does, but it's here. It's, not doing much, but it's here. I was trying to get away from that. The Mind Flayer is not nearly as bad as some of these other ones. At least not currently, so... Some other bosses have been worse, but that one was acceptable. We have the key, we can get through this now. I don't know what kind of rating we're gonna get, we'll find out. Hopefully a good one, but I don't know if abandoning it means that it goes ahead and adds time, but we'll find out. I would assume yes, honestly. Because it's an older game. So I would assume yes. I think we probably have just enough cards in our deck for whatever the game throws at us. But we'll see. I could be wrong. It's very... I don't know. I both like and dislike the fact that you have to go through your deck. It does make it so you have to go ahead and try different cards, but at the same time, if you run out of cards, boy, is that unfortunate. To say the least. Okay. Rating was... okay. Interesting. So it only counts for this one. Now, maybe this time we can go ahead? I don't know. I'm just gonna do what I normally do. Yeah. I think we did get the Mind Flayer this time. Alright. Yeah. Alright. The restore card. Oh. So it's okay. Not awful. Interesting. I mean, listen, card restoration is not bad. Okay, it's not bad either. So we got some actual good cards this time. Like, the Dragonoid cards seem not bad at all. I am interested by the fact that we just get these basic art whenever we load into an area. Not that it's bad, it's just interesting. Okay. Stonehead, alright. Spirit wants to enable special to interesting. Okay. I'm curious. Like, there's some honestly. Let's edit. I didn't even see Fire Gargoyle at all. Not opposed to it. I don't think I need that many Wraiths, because we have 3, yeah. So we'll dump 1. That heals us? Yeah, having a heal, at the very least, is not a bad idea. I don't know if Water Hopper is one that I'd like to keep, honestly. Not bad. But I think Water Hopper can just be replaced with the Dragonoids. That key and paralyze, right? Oh no. Oh yeah. So, okay. Let's use 4 though, that's the downside. And I get 3 uses though, and damage 16 versus 18. And the range is better too. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to take the mummies out. Cockatrice, I enjoy the Cockatrice. I haven't really gotten to try the Banshee that much. I'll go ahead and keep the Cockatrice as is, or Banshee for the time being. Well, we can remove one of these. I did want to try that new Stonehead. Yeah, that one. There's Mind Flayer. Probably the rarest card we have currently. I might be willing to toss Fire Gargoyle aside for it. Oh no. We have 4 of those. The Dragon Knight does work pretty well. The Wraith can work well. I think I'd rather replace the Wraith with... I don't think it's a 2... Yeah, I'd be surprised if it was 2 uses. It's like, it can't be. It wasn't. I think that works for the time being. Zones have been passed down for generation within the 5 hours. Okay. Goodbye. Yeah, Yeah, the only downside... Card games and motorcycles... Card games and motorcycles, basically... How you doing, Father? The only downside is there's no motorcycles. I wish there was. But I have been enjoying this, actually. It's definitely... So this is a game that I had been meaning to play for a while, even before Yogurt requested it, honestly. Because I remember seeing it in Nintendo Power. I think I might still have the Nintendo Power for it. Give me 1 second. Metroid Prime 2. Now, I might have it, but... I guess if I Google Lost Kingdoms Nintendo Power, it might be easier to find it, honestly. Hold on. Because it wasn't a front edition or anything. But I remember reading this in Kingdom, in Nintendo Power. I just want to know which issue of Nintendo Power this was in. Oh, volume 157? That might be the one I'm missing. That's ironic. I summon my Black Lotus in defense position and attach water tree. Don't forget Pot of Greed to summon 3 additional cards. Hold on. I just want to see if I have it real quickly. Oh, maybe not. No, I could have sworn I had it, but maybe I've gone crazy. Okay, so I definitely remember that at least one of my issues of Nintendo Power I lost, or it was stolen from me. Because my very first issue of Nintendo Power was for, I think, Star Fox Adventures, and it had a walkthrough for one of the Oracle games, and that's entirely possible. That's the one that I'm thinking of. Aside from that, though, I have from like 160 onward until they ended. And they're still over there, actually. Father, do you mind if I ask you a question, by the way? The issue solved itself, but I am curious. Oh, there we go. Meet with King Zeldan of Grail. Proud warrior traditions of the Kingdom of Grail face their sternest test yet. Black fog descends upon the Castle Grail. Ask. The answer is, ooh, 11. Lex Luthor would steal 11 pies? Man, Lex Luthor is an evil guy. He would steal 11 pies. There's a dude over there. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume down for a second. So, just because I haven't wanted to ask you this question anyways. So, one of my wife's friends was raised Catholic. She is fairly sure that she was married outside the Catholic Church. My wife is, I should say. She's gotten married, she's gotten divorced, and now she's getting remarried. So I'm pretty sure she's no longer a practicing Catholic, unfortunately, due to the fact that when she was going through her divorce, the knitting group that she was a part of was very negative to her about it and how it was all her fault for getting a divorce, which absolutely awful, abysmal. Do not do that. Divorce is not a thing we want to seek for, obviously, but going ahead and saying, oh, it's all your fault, that's not going to make anybody want to come to Christ any further, my brother or sister in Christ. That helps nobody. But basically, what I'm trying to get to here is, I know that for marriages sometimes, like, if you're invited to a marriage, the answer is not to go, because you don't want to be showing support of sin. However, since she was married outside of the Catholic Church the first time, we're fairly confident. Even though she wouldn't be married inside the Catholic Church, I think, again, because I think she's Methodist now. Would that be problematic? This solved itself for me, honestly, because the wedding is on July 5th. Coincidentally, I have a charity stream every year on July 3rd and 4th that I cannot be in town for July 5th for. So it's like, oh, well, I don't have to worry about that anymore, but it is still something I'm curious about for in the future. Because obviously, we don't want to go ahead and promote sin, but at the same time, I do worry about the repercussions of if we're not there for the person. Is that going to go ahead and push them further away? That is something that I do think about because of the fact that obviously we do want to help people in Christ and we don't want to support sin. But there's a fine line between the two. Support a friend in a moment of goodness in their life. Okay. That's her. I was just curious because I know that in moments of people claiming same-sex union, we'll say, that one is discouraged. Is that correct? But I'm probably going ahead and unintentionally causation without what's the terminology here? Causation without whatchamacallit? Correlation? Yeah, I think causation without correlation. So that's probably what I was doing, and that's what I was wondering if I was doing. It's like, and that's what I just wanted to ask, because it's like, as I said, I think not being there for people in that instance probably is the worst. You've heard this question on the radio about a billion times. That's true, Chizo. I don't disagree, but that's typically more for like same-sex unions. Maybe some exaggeration, but I have too, and that might be where I'm coming from as well, because I think I've heard both sides, and unless it's like something that is inherently sinful, I think the better option most of the time is honestly to go. But as I said, I've already got an excuse because of the fact that I'll be out of town. Warrior's dead. Help the king. I guess we gotta help the king, guys. We're gonna have to fight that. Oh, there's just a hidden switch. I thought we were gonna have to fight something. But yeah, it's like, I've definitely heard that before. I think I typically hear that more about people that want to do same-sex unions, but I could be mistaken. It's been a while, honestly, since I've heard that question, even though it is one that I definitely do hear fairly frequently as well. Ah, I missed. Buddy, what you doing just flying around the corner? I mean, admittedly, I want you in the corner now that I have the werewolf, because I can just do this, so it does work itself out. Ooh, that fucking... Dang it, now I want pie. I do like me some pie. But yeah, it's going to be a shorter stream today. I'm only going for about another hour and 15. I've been tired the last couple days, probably still because I'm recovering from being sick a little bit. So I did not actually start streaming until later today than I wanted to. So I still need a bike today, is basically what I'm trying to say. That worked out pretty well there, actually. That worked out pretty well. Finish him. Come on. Yeah, alright. I didn't have to use another card. Did everyone get sick after Christmas? That's great. I usually get sick shortly after Christmas is what I've noticed, which is interesting to me, I guess. But I was thinking about it. About this time last year, I got sick. That was a lot more miserable, because I was... That sickness was not nearly as self-contained as this one. It also didn't help that I was on a work training trip at the time. So I had to deal with being in a hotel room instead of at home with my wife and son. So, I mean, at least I didn't get them sick. That part was good. But I'd rather be at home with family, not have to be in a hotel room. And then my flight got delayed like 3 days. So, you know, period of high travel, high energy expenditure, higher than average crowds, worse diet, cold weather. It's a perfect formula for it. Really is. I definitely have not been as good with my exercise, honestly, which is why I'm definitely pushing into it, because it's like, it's too cold today to bike outside. I ain't doing that today. But thankfully, I have a personal, like, a bike stand. So I'll still go bike for an hour, and I'll watch either 2 episodes of some anime or 2 episodes of Doctor Who. Because it's like, I'll be honest, biking indoors is boring. I also get too hot biking indoors because it's like, there's no wind. And I know I'm like, oh, it's too cold outside. It's like, yes, that's true. But it also gets really hot when you're just standing there, or, you know, biking there. It's supposed to fan. See, I open all the windows and I turn the fan on and I'm still sweating. Like, it's miserable. I suppose the flu is better than COVID, but this was a killer flu this year. Oh, you had the vid last... Yeah. I think my cold last year was pretty miserable. Oh. Hold on, I missed the prompts. What happened? What happened? Ow, was not expecting that to hit, not gonna lie. Alright, fine, let's just... Oh, it's an attack! Forgot about that. Alright. I thought it was a summon. That's on me. Wait, hold on, does this card cost 18? I have it in my deck and I can't cast 18 yet? That's silly of me. I should have read the card better, guys. We can only cast 10 at the moment, for clarification. I guess technically we can cast more than 10. It's just anything more than 10 eats up your health bar. But yeah, honestly, I've found this game interesting. I think I like it better than Chain of Memories. It's the only other action RPG card game that I can think of right off the top of my head. Not that Chain of Memories is bad, but it's just... Oh, we get a Mind Flayer card for free in the next level. That does not make me feel nearly as good for getting them randomly. Just saying. Anyways, but it's just weird because did Sakura card... It might have in Japan, actually, now that you say that, Father. I don't think it ever did here, because it's a little bit too Japanese. And also the whole, at the time, considering that they didn't even want to have Sailor Venus's relationship... I think that's the right one. Sailor Venus's relationship on TV. They probably didn't want to deal with that for card captors either. Just a guess. Just a guess. Out, yeah. There we go, okay. I was gonna say, you're gonna explode on me when you die, aren't you? That's unpleasant. I don't know, I just remember my cousin had the holo cards. My wife loves card captors, or pardon me. She doesn't like card captors. She likes card captor Sakura. She actually loathes card captors, which is the American version. I don't know why she loathes it, but it's probably because it's a dub versus sub thing, honestly. I've watched it with her. One of my favorite things to tell her is Pangy Pangy, just because Sakura loves penguins. Pangy Pang. Oh gosh, there's 2. Well, let's... No. Well, there might be something there. That might be... Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Ow, 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 ow. Please stay away from me. Okay. Well, we can get some of our health back at the very least. Hey, Father, how are you? Have I tried... I have not tried Berries and Cream RC. How was that, Father Trekkie? Does I have to go ahead and use both your names now? I can't just say Father. I actually have to be more personal now. Ooh, that worked out pretty well. I have not, so it's actually a little hard. But okay. Oh, okay. It's a little hard to go ahead and get RC here for whatever reason, aside from regular RC. I haven't gotten into it quite yet, but when I saw it, I knew I had to try it. Yeah, I mean, I love RC, so I'm curious about that too. Yeah, it was my fault. I ran into that. I can't even deny it. Well, that does do some damage. That's not a bad card at all. That's not a bad card at all. I found it. Ooh, okay. I will have to go ahead and try that. Because the easiest place for me to find RC here has been a store called Price Chopper. Damn that she-devil. Okay. I pressed the hidden switch. I heard maybe it's further down. I don't know. The thing with this game is you don't get the opportunity to revisit levels. It's one and done, which is interesting to me. This is a GameCube game, Father. Father Truckee, I should say, because there's two. It's interesting. I'm liking it, actually. There's some weird quality of aspects to it. This is the first game. It actually got a sequel on the GameCube as well. This is made by the same people that made Dark Souls. So FromSoft. You might have rented this when I'm enjoying it. It's definitely weird, but I like it a lot. I'm very glad that Yogurt requested it. Please get off my buns. Then Elden Ring was not my first FromSoft game. Yeah, no, this is FromSoft. I forget about it frequently too, but this has a very similar. Let me rephrase that. Demon Souls has a very similar story to this. A fog coming over, taking over the world. That's basically what the plot for Demon Souls as well. I don't think I beat it, but I definitely played it. Yeah, as I say, this is FromSoft. As I said before, let me rephrase that. As I said last week, before Dark Souls, they were a pretty niche. I would say B studio. B studio is a good way to put it. I wouldn't put it indie. I remember the cards. FromSoft has only one story. See all Kingsfield series. True. Yes. I've been wanting to play Kingsfield. I'm curious about those, honestly. Kingsfield was probably their second biggest game until Dark Souls, with the Armored Core games being their biggest. The Princess of Alanja? You are truly as fair as your father described you. They attacked the castle. We tried. Alright. Well, considering that's 18... Wait, hold on. Is mine not 18? No, it is 18. Okay. I have no idea what these cards do, but I think I've said this stream that if you run out of cards, you're done. You can run away, but you're not going to be able to do anything more than that, so. Metal Wolf Chaos is their magnum opus. Yeah, that's true. That's just Armored Core, but America, so that's true. That is their magnum opus. America. A lady! You've lost, King. The runestone was mine. No, I want it. I want more spell slots and health. I want that runestone. Do not try to stop me. Well, I'm going to. You may not live to regret it. Boss fight. Okay, bunch of lizard men. No farting, thank you. This might be a hard one. For those curious why I said no farting, thank you. The goblins fart. Just for clarification here. In fact, we just heard it. Aggressively American, right? I was gonna say, it's kind of fantastic. And by kind of, I mean it is in fact fantastic. Okay, so that's an interesting card. Oh, gotta dodge this. Which we did. Wish we could dodge around that dude. Ow. Oh. I hope we're far enough away from that. We might have a second. We have a second. Okay. Oh, we gotta move again. It's pulling out that same card time and time again, okay. Ow, stop that. Don't dodge my cards. Oh. Werewolf again. Oh, I need points. I need points. I need points. All right, we're good. We're good. Alright, put that down. Get stabbed. Get stabbed. Ah. Darcy is good, but it feels like something's missing. Interesting. I'll be more than willing to read about it here in a sec. I'm just trying to make sure I do not die currently. Hey, don't you dodge my stuff. Oh. Okay, we're both... I hope you have a limited amount of cards you can play. There we go. Hit you again. That's good. Alright, just one more hit. Oh. So it's interesting that they decided to go ahead and give the same dodge mechanic that you have to the boss, which is fine. It's just like the boss, you have a brief moment of invincibility when you cast cards. There we go. Okay, we're good. Which is an interesting choice. It makes sense, but it's like, okay. I don't like it. That looked a lot like Wolfgrim. You're right, it did. It did. You have a runestone. Ellipses. We shall meet again, runestone bearer. And next time, I won't let you off so easily. I'm Helena. Mark it well, for it is the name of your master. Yeah, I just want the runestone. Bye. Yep, now we have 15. We have more health. Probably should talk to this dude. Not mistress. Yeah. I don't want this game getting any more unintentionally subverted. Because I was thinking that too, actually, Father. I'm going to run ads here for a brief 3 minutes. That way we can go ahead and get them out of the way. I will be right back. We will not move anywhere. I would say, if you guys can hear me, actually, and you guys can still see, I'm willing to go ahead and keep going on. I just figure I like double checking first before I go ahead and assume everybody's still here. Twitch glitches enough where it's entirely possible that people could actually still be here watching without everything else, but it's like, you know, yeah. It's better to be safe than sorry. Oh, there was something I did want to check real quickly. Where's my phone? Phone? Phone where? Where is phone? Oh, there's phone. There is a new Kickstarter coming out today that I'm interested in. I'm trying to do less Kickstarters, but this is one that I'm interested in. It's a Mega Man Kickstarter. So, of course, I am quite interested in the Mega Man Kickstarter. I need to see how much it costs. It has already reached its goal. I'm hoping that it is not super expensive. I'm not opposed to that. Yeah, okay, we'll do that too. Pardon me. Just say we got a minute here. Yeah, went ahead. So we got another 45 seconds. We'll continue on. Let's say people should be back here in 20 seconds. Not even 20 seconds. So we got 5, 4, 3, 2. It's been close. I was gonna say, there we go. I was gonna say, it's probably been there now. As I was typing, it was probably actually 10 seconds. So let's go ahead and resume. I just wanted to make sure that we didn't miss anybody. Welcome back. As I said, we just ran ads to get them out of the way. Oh, hold on. I actually gotta take this phone call. It's about my bike. 1 second. I'll run not ads. Why couldn't they have called during ads? Why couldn't they have called during ads? I could have ran ahead and I'll be right back. Girl.
Give me some cutscenes, Guild Wars. I wish to eat chicken wings. Ooh. I'll get that one out of too.
Yeah.
You may as well. I'll smash any idols I see. I'm Catholic. Get those out of here, man.
channel about, hey guys, here's the nails gaming channel. Girl, these nails look so fine. Bomb. Hey, my Grubhub joke would make sense here. Oh gosh, this is going to quick. Oh, it worked! It worked! I thought I'd missed it. Oh, forgot to take a picture.
I will kill you, Joyful. Our first meeting when we meet Joyful, I'm just gonna snap your neck. Not actually, of course. That's a sin. That's very bad. Don't do that.
Do we have any more power cells, or can we kill the golem? Oh, never mind! I didn't run that.
Do we have any more power cells, he says?
Apparently!
My bad! I regret everything! The worst part is this.
Okay, sorry about that. Bike is done. Basically just needs picked up. I will have to pick it up on Saturday because I'm going to daily mass with my son tonight. And my wife did not want to put the bike rack back onto the car. So as such, I can't really, whatchamacallit? Hold on, I'm gonna see what she said. So yeah, but bike is done. It should be good for basically once it's summer or spring. Yeah, basically once it's spring, because it's like I could go ahead and take this bike out for a ride even in the winter, but it doesn't have snow tires unlike my mountain bike. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this and we can talk more about that. Your father, King Theobane, came to this castle bearing word of the Black Fog. He had not been here long when that she-devil and her horde of foul creatures appeared out of nowhere. Of great courage, but alas, the enemy was too many. We were driven apart. You didn't find the king inside the castle? We must hope he escaped and hasn't been able to return yet. Princess, it is my sworn duty to prevent our runestone from leaving Grail. But if the runestone stays here, it will be taken by the enemy. My men are exhausted, Princess. The next assault will break us. I want you to have our runestone. May it serve you well. The other kings must also give you the runestone, so it's the only way to keep them from the enemy. Fair enough. Hey, we got 5 stars. Good. But yeah, bike repairs, so it's like, yeah. That's fine. Okay, so... Well, we got one of each this time. That's not awful. Will-O-Wisp. Okay. Weezard. So now... Oh, Apothecary. But I do want to do a little bit of deck editing. So while I do want to use this, we just don't... Nope, don't want to do that. Another card, I think Maelstrom? No. Okay. Monk it might be. Yeah. So it's not nearly as many. However, it is 8 as opposed to 18. So that's better for the time being. Probably won't be better later. But for the time being, that's fine. I know we have another of those. There it is. Mind Flayer. Let's see if there's anything else. Blood Bush actually probably would not be a bad one. That looked like that restored our health. I think getting rid of Fairy for Blood Bush is the better play here. Yeah, Life Drain. Okay. Which that'll be beneficial, I would say. I'm not playing this on the way. I'm playing this on the GameCube, actually. The cream flavor is a little lacking, and the berry flavor tastes fairly similar to the cherry flavor in Cherry Coke. Interesting. That makes some sense then, because it's probably similar to the Cherry RC flavor as well then. Now, as I said, I am playing this on a GameCube. I need to go ahead and work on my lasers for my GameCube. I think due to the fact it's been 20 years, the lasers are starting to fail on it. Well, not fail. They're just getting covered in dust and stuff, so I need to tune them up a little bit. If you tune them too far, it can kill the laser completely. But if you do it just like a little bit, it can go ahead and basically make it so that even though it's older, it can go ahead and fix that, which is probably what I need to do. I haven't done it yet, but I am planning to. I think that this is fine for the time being. Let's go ahead and talk to the apothecary. Look, there's that other lady again. Oh, that might be my wife. My wife was asking me if I want to see something that's in town at the moment. It's called Shucked. I think it's a play. Apparently it has a lot of sexual innuendos. That's a musical comedy. I don't know how funny it actually is. This is the first time I'd heard of it. Apparently there's a film adaptation in production at the moment. I should probably be focusing on you guys, though. You heard about it last year and it sounds awful? I was gonna say, I haven't looked much into it. This is like the first time it's like, I mean, I don't know. I'd like to see a musical, but I don't know. I'd like to go ahead and see a good musical. Presumably he set out for other lands to warn them that someone was trying to steal the runestones. If I was king, I would have gone to Kendary Castle, it's the closest. You'll find it on the other side of the Bridge of Sarvin. I wonder. Yes, of course, the monster is part of a plan to steal the runestones. Oh dear. Let's see transform cards. Venom Lizard, man. That might be worth it, actually. However, I want to see what that is first. It only lasted 1 year on Broadway. Ooh, that does sound pretty bad, honestly. I'll have to ask my wife more about it then. I know she wants to go see more musical with me, and I can understand that. But I want us to go see good musicals. Completely immobile. Probably not what I'm looking for then. No, I would rather keep the Banshee. The Banshee is enjoyable. Oh, Kickstarter went off. What's Kickstarter going off about? Oh. So while the ad break was going on, I remembered that there was a new Kickstarter that went off. It already went off. Basically, for those that know, I like Mega Man. There's a new Kickstarter for a hand-drawn game guide to Mega Man. unsurprisingly, I went for it. It's like, oh wow, the Mega Man guy went for Mega Man? What a shocker. It's already hit its goal at the very least. I'm curious if there's any bonuses, but it's looking pretty cool, honestly. I'm looking forward to it. Not bonuses, but like incentives? Not incentives. Stretch goals. There we go. So, I mean, I'm definitely interested. Unsurprisingly, the Mega Man guy likes Mega Man content. It's like, boy, does Capcom not want to give us no Mega Man content. They don't like us very much. They just like to go ahead and dangle Mega Man. It's like, oh, here's a Wii release. It's like, okay, thank you. Oh, cockatrice. All right. Getting more cockatrices is something I'm interested in. Can only do one at a time. Okay, that's fine. Dark Raven is not a bad card, honestly. I'm surprised we already have enough with Fire Gargoyle. The artwork for these cards is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, yeah. Now I'm just happening to hope, admittedly, that Griffin might be better. Earth power up. Okay. Okay, I understand. That's not super what I'm looking for, but it is interesting. 1,000. Interesting. This is a PG-rated Christian stream. We call them researchers here. That's a good point. How you doing, Yogurt? Interesting how close that was. Okay. Go ahead and... Oh, wait, deck. How many Rooster Trisses do we have here? We have a few. Wait, where? One. Okay. Nope, I do want that, actually. Bring that back. Bring that back. Bring that back. So Rooster Triss does happen to be good. Still coughing up a lung, but significantly better than last week. I'm glad to hear that. I wasn't that bad as you, but I definitely was sick last week as well. I'm glad that you are doing better as well. That is never fun to be sick as a dog. I do like the lizard man. I think that honestly getting rid of... Well... Okay, we can get rid of the mummy. We have plenty of stone. Stone is probably what we have the most of in our deck. Along with grass. So... I'm fine with getting rid of a mummy for a Dark Raven, because Dark Raven does have decent attack range, honestly. Cockatrice, or Rooster Trees, is just, fine. Lung, mostly running. I get that, yeah. I am still a little bit with the, not fluids, but basically just... Yeah, I'm kind of similar. I'm able to exercise at the very least, but it's like I can definitely still feel a little bit of phlegm. It's like, I'm ready to be done being sick. I no longer wish to be sick. I don't know why you're singing, but I don't like it. I'm gonna stab you. I was about to say, those music notes do damage, don't they? Aww. Alright, there we go. I heard the black fog swallowed up Grail Castle. Oh good! The place we need to, Oh wait, Grail Castle is where we just were, dang. I was thinking it's where we're heading, not where we've been. Yeah, I mean, this one's already almost used. May as well finish it off. But I think we made decent progress today. I don't think we're gonna beat it today, though. I think there's a possibility next week. I was sleepy today, so I took too long, honestly, in actually getting up and starting to stream, which is my fault. Missed the dialogue. I always keep forgetting about that. Magic stone is required to move the switch. Turn the switch. Turn to left. Okay. Oh, I can do that. I was gonna say, he's there, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Right. So this goober was relaxing in his bed earlier on that side of the bed. And he has made... I think that's the side that he likes to rest on, which that's fine. However, since he likes to rest on that side, his bed naturally starts moving more and more towards that direction. So I had to go ahead and start moving the bed towards me, and he started freaking out, so I had to push him back into the bed, and then move the bed back this way so he did not fall out of the bed. Isn't that right, buddy? He's a goofy boy, but he's our goofy boy. I did start watching Kids on the Slope yesterday, and the unfortunate thing about that is I thought my wife would like to watch it with me. So I am now no longer watching Kids on the Slope until we finish One Piece, so I can watch it with my wife. The only downside to that is I was really enjoying Kids on the Slope, actually, for the one episode I saw. But we're getting pretty caught up in One Piece. I think we are on collection 24 at the moment. And I think that means we just have 12 more collections. It's really good slice of life stuff. It seems like it. It's like, I really did enjoy it for the first episodes. It's like, well, I better go ahead and wait. So I, since I know for the charity stream this year, we're supposed to give our top 10 animes. I've been rewatching some of the old animes that I know I've enjoyed, which means I need to rewatch Gurren Lagann, which means I'm going to rewatch Gurren Lagann in English for the first time, because I've never... I don't think I've ever watched all of Gurren Lagann in English. I watched it through the first time in Japanese, and that was definitely what I'm used to now. But if I'm biking, it's substantially easier for me... Kill a monster with a capture throw. You can turn that monster... Yep. It's substantially easier for me... One second. I'm trying to think if I've watched 10 animes, honestly, as well, because that's a fair question. There are very few anime that I watch with dubs. It's a lot harder for me to bike, what am I trying to say? It's a lot harder for me to bike, and read subs at the same time. Actually, wait, if you count all the English dub stuff, zero... I watched on 4Kids/Frogbucks. That's true. Like, you got your Fighting Foodons, you got your Ultimate Muscle, you got your other stuff. Maybe I should have done that to the left. Oh. Why did they have to make it so that a puzzle Okay, so that's good now. Okay. Required magic stones. I don't get that. I think that's right. Okay. Fighting Foodons was fire. The theme song was the best in particular, honestly. Let's be honest. The theme song to Fighting Foodons was, in fact, the best. Same with all... Honestly, as much as people give Fort Kids feces, they knew how to make a killer theme song. They really did. I've thought about watching Tengen Toppa and logging on Cowboy Bebop dubbed. Cowboy Bebop is great dubbed. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the ones that were on American TV are the only ones I watched dubbed, like Digimon, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball. That makes sense. I primarily watch dubbed, just because it's easier for me to multitask. Would I probably think subbed is better? Yes, I probably would. But due to the fact that I've... Ow. Alright, die. Ow! Alright, hold on. Hold on. You guys, I want you to die. Oh, I did hit you. Okay, I wasn't sure if that would work. I was glad it did. Yeah, I may as well go ahead and get some cards back, honestly. Don't know exactly how many cards I brought back, but it was not a bad time so to go ahead and do that. Metabots is one. I have Metabots over there. I need to watch. So I have the sub of Metabots, which I need to watch. I've watched Claymore. Back before I reverted. Rosario plus Vampire was one of them. And honestly, if Rosario plus Vampire wasn't so needlessly bonk, like you gotta give the creator of Rosario plus Vampire a good steady bonking, I'd probably be able to recommend it. It's not awful, but it's very... Yo, tone it down a little bit. For those that have watched One Piece, it's like Sanji when, after the time skip. It's like, okay, thanks, Sanji. Claymore was good. I do like Claymore. I need to read the manga for Claymore, because the manga and the anime's endings, unsurprisingly, we got another one where the ending is different for both of them. I didn't want you to rush at me, because that means... Alright. Okay. That probably will be better. I'll just let you go ahead and keep attacking, little bush. Nope, you died. Okay. I figured you would, honestly, but... Yeah, honestly, I have animes over there that I still need to watch. Obviously, JoJo's is one that I enjoy. Up to part 4. I don't really like part 5. I know people like Golden Wind. I'm not a fan of Golden Wind. I'm sure somebody would take offense to that, but I think that JoJo's is better. I think JoJo's is best when it's about fighting vampires. I think it's fine when you introduce stands, but not as good. And then Josuke, pardon me. The king there is a little eccentric. I think he's cuckoo. That's why I was like, there has to be shifts over here. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, for Claymore, the anime, I have to rewatch it. It doesn't even cover the time skip. I need to buy the manga, so I can go ahead and see just how much of a difference, because I know there is. I just haven't bought it yet. Currently catching up on One Piece. Started watching it way back and 4 Kids in the English dub, and honestly, the story's gone so far downhill since the time skip. Too many characters to follow. You can't make me care about these random characters. Canonical characters are as bad as Wanny Filigrants. It depends. Some are really bad, some are really good. I'm trying to think of a good example. So what's going on? Hold on. What is that? What's up with the hands? Why am I being touched? Because of you, butterfly? Hold on. I bet it is because of the butterfly. Like it gone. I was gonna say attack faster, but we got it. Good, good. Ah, I was worried about that. Ooh, lasers. Okay. Some characters are still given the proper attention. A lot of the Japanese ones are fine. I will say that Oda does have a lot of characters, and I don't disagree with that. Like Wano, I would say Wano characters were given the attention they needed. Some of the Cake Island arc, they were given attention. Dressrosa was given enough attention too. I might even go so far to say that some of the Dressrosa characters had far too much development. But I don't know if I would go that far. Some of the main Straw Hat crew has definitely gotten less time than they should. Frankie is less there, which I don't like. I wish Frankie was definitely more involved. Robin both is more involved and isn't involved. Robin will be critical at some point because, you know, she's the only one that can read poneglyphs. So it's like, okay, they do use her a little bit. Frankie was less there in the manga anyway. That is true. That is true. But as somebody that likes Frank, Chopper is kind of there, kind of isn't. But yeah, honestly, the main 4 of the Straw Hats, I'd probably say, are Luffy, unsurprisingly, Zoro, Sanji, and then you have Nami. Nami is the is the fan service, and I'm just tired of the fan service. I'm not gonna lie. Chopper and Usopp are probably the second most, honestly. Well, yeah, let's do this. It really depends. I would say it's probably more accurate to say Oda is all over with how much attention he gives to each of his characters. That one I probably would agree with. Because, as I say, we were on post-time skip as well. Okay, when I say we just finished Fishman Island, we're basically done with Fishman Island. Boy, isn't it great to go ahead and have Arlong, but more racist and a drug addict. Am I right? That's sarcasm, by the way. However, while that is sarcasm, I gotta admit, I kind of actually like Cordy Jones. Not because he's a good villain, but he's that kind of guy that you just want to have the heck beat out of him, just because of how much of a jerk he is. So, I can't say he's a good villain, but he is a villain you like disliking. So, I'll give that to him. Oh, we probably should have destroyed these walls, shouldn't we have? Yeah, probably. Okay. There we go. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. That's as far as we've got in the anime. I'm mostly caught up in the manga. I am currently on Egghead Island. So I am caught up on... I am as caught up on the English version of the manga as possible. Because I don't think 108 comes out until next month. I'm gonna check that real quickly because I have it pre-ordered. Of course I do. Not yet shipped. Pirate recipes, that's not what I'm looking for. While I'm looking. Hey, where's One Piece Volume 108? Oh, there it is. One Piece Volume 108. Yeah, okay, that doesn't come out till March 4th, so that's as caught up as I currently can be in terms of English release. Because I know that we are further in Japan, obviously. Like, how far are we in Japan, actually? Now I'm curious. Let me look it up real quickly. I'm gonna guess we're on, like, one... Oh, we're at 110. I was about to say 111. But yeah, we're at 110 in Japan, so I'm not, like, crazy far behind either, because it's, like, they typically get it, like, a couple months in advance, and obviously Oda has had to step down here and there on occasion just so as to recover his health, which I do still like One Piece. I've stopped reading the SBS, honestly, because I'm very tired of just how perverted Oda is. It's like, okay, the joke isn't funny anymore. It's not funny no more, Oda. Stop it. We'll see. What I'd really like us to get is the digitally colored version, but I don't think we're ever going to get that. We'll see. That being said, I do still enjoy One Piece. There's just definitely things that annoy me about it, but it is what it is. I don't hate it. Ow! Oh, controls are backwards. Hold on, cat. I do not like backwards controls. I gotta wait for this to wear off. There we go. Wasn't too bad. Has that been released in Japan? The digital stuff has been, yes. Yeah. Or do you mean 110? Because 110 is what's been released in Japan. What? Just attack. There we go. I was gonna say, why no attack? Did I press... I might have pressed another button by mistake. We are very low in health. Yeah, the digital versions have been released up to like 102 or something like that, I saw. Ow! I didn't realize you had another attack. I should have. Yeah, come on. Get smashed by this giant head over here. Because we are not in a very good position. Not gonna... Oh, come on. Please, 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 please. Okay. No, no! Get away from me! Get away! Get away! Okay, good. Too close. I'd like some health, please. Yeah, as I said, that's what it looked like. Because I say it's pretty caught up here. We haven't gotten it here for some reason. I don't know why. Help? Okay, good. That got a little closer than I would have liked, not gonna lie. By a little closer than I would have liked, I mean a lot closer than I would have liked. But we didn't die. That's good. But yeah, I've been watching Ghost in the Shell as well. I need to watch more of that. What I'm currently rewatching at the moment is Black Cat, which that's another one that has a different oh, hello. I don't like any of this. Please, just get off my buns. There we go. Sack? Sack what? That might be something I'm not understanding. Pardon me. Oh yeah, standalone complex. Sorry, yes. Not the movie. Although I have been wanting to watch the movie, but yeah, standalone. It is very good. I've heard the second season isn't as good, but I'm still curious. Just because something isn't as good doesn't make it bad. Aw, don't dodge my attack, you punk. Wow, the cockatrice really does work if you manage to hit it 3 times with it. Fascinating. Alright. Stack is way better than... I can drink more water. How you doing, KCJ? Oh. I definitely need more water anyways. I'm drinking my water, I promise. Bark of Trent. Oh, that's fair. I can understand that. It can be really hard to figure out what you want to play sometimes. Oh, there's a lot of stuff down there. I am interested in that, so we'll go... How many cards do we have in the deck, actually, at the moment? Probably enough. I also have too many games, so I understand how that goes. Even though it's a follow-up to Ghost in the Shell 2, it's easy to pick up even after without watching the movie. Interesting. That's fair. Yeah, I've heard the first movie is good, but I've heard the other movies aren't as good, so I'm still curious. I do own the movies. As it is, I need to rewatch... I need to finish my rewatch of Cowboy Bebop, because that was one I was working on, and then I just stopped. Also came with the Black Fog under the control of the Enchanter. Interesting. Deck. Wait, what? Oh. Image. Items. Gotcha. Okay, that's better than nothing at the very least. Deck is still less than I would like. You have 5,000? I just hit 1,000 on Steam. So I was gonna say. It's like, oh, never mind. I might have 1,000 physical. That's a big might, though. I'm not positive about that. It's possible, though. Hell, there's the Hobgoblin again. We fought this earlier. Oh, hold on. Is it the same enemy setup? Oh, it is. I don't like that. Okay. Takes care of that somewhat. Okay, that's useful actually. Land Shark is not a bad card. I was kind of hoping that it would be just as hard for them to hit as it is for us to hit. And thankfully it is. I think we have, you're right. Physically, a room full of every U.S. release for the... That's right, because you were one of the raiders that came in with Cranberry. Is that correct, Casey? It's like, once you said that, it's like, it clicked for me. Maybe I'm misremembering. I have, let's say, it was a person that raided me last week, Cranberry and Nare. It was also, Possum Blossoms. I could be misremembering too, because I was gonna say, I cannot remember every person, unfortunately. My mind, who's your Blossom? Okay. That makes sense then. Yeah. So I cannot remember all people, unfortunately. It's like, I have bad enough memory as is, so I've said this on stream before. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pop this down. But I have a hard time even remembering street names, honestly. Like I know how to get to people or places, but I don't remember street names, which is not a good quality. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that'll be enough to finish. This might be. Okay, good. That's right. Yeah, we're definitely talking about your collection. You were telling me you had the rarer version of Claymation 63 1/4. We got that taken care of. You said street names in my head. I was thinking like Gink's name, like Little Marco. I mean, yeah, I'm also bad with just remembering people's names too. Oh, hold on. Okay, we're good now. Oh, that'll work. That'll work just fine. You live on a street named Little Mark? That'd be funny, honestly. Be very easy to never forget where you live, though. Hopefully. Actually, do we have any new cards? Oh, we do have new cards. It's nothing I want, but having more cards is better than not having enough cards. All right, who's ready for farting? No, I was not kidding. Honestly, the poison will probably finish them off at this point, and this way I don't have to use any more cards, so... Oh no! Alright, fine. There you go. Alright, I'm trying to find all 3 items we need. We've obviously found one. Looks like there's another one over there. Oh, there's... okay. Someone collects all the runestones? That's that old woman. I bet she knows. Well, I wonder if it'll if the game will let us, or if that's a not until later type of thing. Oh, you guys. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Not too bad. Not great, but it's acceptable. This one probably will not be very good because, you know, water on water, probably not the best move, but hey, don't move. Ah, buddy. Buddy. I can't test this if you don't move. Or if you do move. Okay, good. Problem solved. So honestly, the Sasquatches aren't nearly as scary as the game was making it out to be. But they do have a lot of HP. The cockatrices were, or the rooster treeses were probably a bigger scare. Reader beware, you're in for a scare. Ah, giant crab. Giant enemy crab, baby. Oh, two giant enemy crabs. I think we're just going in a circle now. Absolutely just going in a circle now. However, we did miss something that was kind of needed. Where you go? Looking for the healing herbs? Try searching near the big trees. Watch out for the snow monsters, they like the trees. I've noticed. The only downside to going this way is we have to deal with that enemy group again. Which is not my favorite. Well, I do like it when you get taken out in one hit, not gonna lie. And I am... Did you see that Disney is resurrecting Goosebumps again? I did! And it has... Did you eat my sandwich, man? For those that are unaware, that's a very subtle Friends reference. Because Friends isn't funny. That's gonna upset somebody. But it's a true statement. I could. Got two of them. Yeah, I did see that though. And I'm surprised it's Disney, honestly, because I thought that was always Nickelodeon, wasn't it? I'm waiting to see if it's any good or not. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just so tired of Disney. But I am curious if it'll be good. Admittedly, it's... Oh, that's really easy to miss. Well, glad I didn't. I think it was ABC? It could be. Which, if it was ABC, okay, that makes sense, because ABC, Disney owns ABC. I mean, Disney owns a lot of things, honestly. Disney is like the Yum food brands of media. We're starting to run out of cards, which does make me a bit wary, but hopefully we have enough cards. Oh, pardon me, just for this little section over here, because I'm pretty sure this is the last area. Oh, 3 more cards. Have you run into those guys who are trying to find the runestones? They are all working for someone called the Enchantress. He's pulling the strings. Or Enchanter. Oh no. Oh no! I don't know what the crab's gonna do, but I hope it does good. That was not very impressive, crab, not gonna lie. I mean, I guess I'll use the crab, because I don't want to use the, snow golem. Oh, it does paralyze them, though, I guess. Or something. Ow. Well, at least I can hit them from underground. Okay. They're not too bad, honestly. That's better. Okay. Alright. I was expecting that to be just unpleasant. Another giant crab. It's just gonna be 3 giant crabs, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. Carbuncle. Okay. Alright, if it's just... well, that's a little more annoying, but it could be worse. Ow. Ow again. See what this does. Nothing. Wow, that's a great card right there. Ow. Okay. Please give me more cards. It did. It did give me more cards. The crab I did not want, I'm not gonna lie. But it did give me more cards. And that doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does do damage, which is all I really needed it to do. I did not... oh, I must have just barely tapped that card. Oh, good. This card again. Of all the possible cards you could have revived, you revived the one I did not want to see. Just hit it one more time. Actually, I should have tried to capture that card, I just realized, but too late now. It was on 1 HP, so the bright thing for me to do would have been to capturing it, but I only realized it at the very last minute there. It's like, oh, never mind. Yep, found all 3 herbs. Oh, good. We can just leave now. And we still get 5 stars. Higher than I was expecting, not gonna lie. Wow, 3 of the exact same. I love it. 3 elephants. I mean, it's not a bad card, but it's like not quite what I was looking for. That's alright. It is what it is. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's easy to forget just because of how hard it is to actually capture, honestly. It takes a substantial amount of setup. Every once in a while, someone finds a card, power line around here or there. Of course, they appear to be just like any other card. Someone who doesn't possess runestone. Interesting. Let's see. Still not enough for that, alright. Banshee, more Banshees I actually am not opposed to, yeah. I think Banshee works better than, the other one, honestly. Excuse me. Yeah, why not? Well, I am curious about that, so we'll just transform 1. Range. Range S, offense 48. Only 1 use, though. Yeah, that's not bad, but it's only 1 use. That's the downside to it. Well, I definitely prefer Banshee over Wraith. Wraith is useful, But Banshee attacks faster, so that's why I definitely have a preference. I don't think I want the... I do want to put the... Yeah. Oh, it requires EXP to duplicate. Okay. That's not bad. What would I want to duplicate? Well, more cockatrices, yeah. Dragonoid, I actually am really enjoying. I think Dragonoid's a good card. I do like Dragonite. The only downside is how many uses you get. Alright, I think that's it for the time being. We'll do this too, actually. But that will be where we wrap it up. This is a shorter stream than I meant to, as I said, but I gotta make sure I get on my bike, because I need to be done by about 3 o'clock so I can shower, go to the school, go to my son's school, so as to drop off lunch money for my son, and basically just be ready to go to daily mass with him, as well as, what's the other thing? Pokemon. We're going to Pokemon night tonight. Cards helpful. Oh, we get 150. Whipworm. You whip and then you neigh. I hate that I just said that. Not one that I'm opposed to, actually. Well, that's right. Put 10 fairies together and they'll merge to become one large fairy. Very puzzling. I can't help wondering what would happen if you put 100 fairies together. I don't know, but the game probably wants you to do that, don't they? I don't know if we have that. Of course, Yogurt! Yeah, I was gonna say, this one was a little shorter than I intended, but I just didn't get started on time, which is entirely my fault. And this is where we need to go for next time. Before we do that, I do want to go ahead and make sure edit. There's cards I do want to put into the deck. Wraith, no, nope. I feel like it's time to replace the man traps, but with what, I have no idea. Never mind, I do in fact have an idea. The land sharks, but we don't have enough. The land shark is kind of fantastic. We already have one sea monk. Thanks, Father. I appreciate it. Just go ahead and clip the stuff I hate. You know, I am a streamer, so it should be expected, truth be told. Oh, I do appreciate it, though. So, let's... I'm gonna keep the fire gargoyle in, kind of. Oh, I don't have any more. I thought I duplicated that one. I guess not. I guess I'll put that back in for now. I think that'll about do it for the deck for the time being. I definitely want to upgrade the man traps, but I don't know what to upgrade them with is the problem. They're not awful, but they are definitely starting to die. I guess I do actually know, because the land sharks are kind of fantastic. I do kind of love the land sharks. I don't know if I've tried these, actually. Interesting. Well, we'll figure out more later. Oh. Wow. Let's see. Oh, you know, I do want to raid somebody, but hold on. I've been very bad about this lately. I did it last time. We'll raid into Father Evan, but we'll do that here in a second. Before we raid into Father Evan, we need to read from the Catechism. I read Paul of Tarsus on Sunday. I want to actually get better about reading again on stream, and the only way to do that is by doing it. So, the various forms of chastity. All the baptized are called chastity. The Christian has put on Christ, the model for all chastity. All Christ's faithful are called to lead a chaste life in keeping with their particular states of life. At the moment of his baptism, the Christian is pledged to lead his effective life in chastity. People should cultivate chastity in the way that is suited to their state of life. Some profess virginity or consecrated celibacy, which enables them to give themselves to God alone with an undivided heart in a remarkable manner. Others live in the way prescribed for all by the moral law, whether they are married or single. Married people are called to live conjugal chastity. Others practice chastity in continence. There are three forms of the virtue of chastity. The first is that of spouses, the second that of widows, and the third that of virgins. We do not praise any one of them to the exclusion of the others. This is what makes for the richness of the discipline of the church. Those who are engaged to marry are called to live chastity and continence. They should see in this time of testing a discovery of mutual respect, an apprenticeship in fidelity, and the hope of receiving one another from God. They should reserve for marriage the expressions of affection that belong to married love. They will help each other grow in chastity. Offenses against chastity. Lust is disordered desire for an inordinate enjoyment of sexual pleasure. Sexual pleasure is morally disordered when sought for itself, isolated from its procreative and unitive purposes. By masturbation is to be understood the deliberate stimulation of the genital organs in order to derive sexual pleasure. Both the magisterium of the Church, in the course of a constant tradition, and the moral sense of the faithful, have been in no doubt and have firmly maintained that masturbation is an intrinsically and gravely disordered action. The deliberate use of the sexual faculty for whatever reason outside of marriage is essentially contrary to its purpose. For here, sexual pleasure is sought outside of the sexual relationship which is demanded by the moral order, and in which the total meaning of mutual self-giving and human procreation in the context of true love is achieved. To form an equitable judgment about the subject's moral responsibility and to guide pastoral action, one must take into account the effective immaturity, force of acquired habit, conditions of anxiety, or other psychological or social factors that can lessen, if not even reduce to a minimum, moral culpability. Fornication is a carnal union between an unmarried man and an unmarried woman. Now who's calling me? Give me 1 second. I might need to take this. It's a local area. Give me 1 second. It was not in fact important. It was just GameStop telling me, hey, you have a game coming out Friday. It's like, yep, I know I do. But, I mean, they're supposed to, so. Let's see. For here, sexual pleasure is sought outside of the sexual relationship which is demanded by the moral order, and in which the total meaning of mutual self-giving and human procreation in the context of true love is achieved. To form an equitable judgment about the subject's moral responsibility and to guide pastoral action, one must take into account the effective immaturity, force of acquired habit, conditions of anxiety, or other psychological or social factors that can lessen, not even reduce to a minimum, moral culpability. Fornication is a carnal union between an unmarried man and an unmarried woman. It is gravely contrary to the dignity of persons and of human sexuality, which is naturally ordered to the good of spouses, and the generation and education of children. Moreover, it is a grave scandal when there is corruption of the young. Pornography consists in removing real or simulated sexual acts from the intimacy of the partners. In order to display them deliberately to third parties, it offends against chastity because it perverts the conjugal act. The intimate giving of spouses to each other does grave injury to the dignity of its participants, actors, vendors, the public, since each one becomes an object of base pleasure and illicit profit for others. It immerses all who are involved in the illusion of a fantasy world. It is a grave offense. Civil authorities should prevent the production and distribution of pornographic materials, if only they would. Prostitution does injury to the dignity of the person who engages in it. Reducing the person to an instrument of sexual pleasure, the one who pays sins gravely against himself. He violates the chastity to which his baptism pledged him and defiles his body, the temple of the Holy Spirit. Prostitution is a social scourge. It usually involves women, but also men, children, and adolescents. The latter two cases involve the added sin of scandal. While it is always gravely sinful to engage in prostitution, the imputability of the offense can be attenuated by destitution, blackmail, or social pressure. Rape is the forcible violation of the sexual intimacy of another person. It does injury to justice and charity. Rape deeply wounds the respect, freedom, and physical and moral integrity to which every person has a right. It causes grave damage that can mark the victim for life. It is always an intrinsically evil act. Graver still is the rape of children committed by parents, incest, or those responsible for the education of the children entrusted to them. Which is all true. I do wish that, and obviously we know that, but I do wish they would address that the person that's being raped, it's not a sin on their part, because they're not trying to be raped. But I think they're just looking at it from a broad look. It's just, I know it's a very touchy subject, I guess. Not I guess. It is a very touchy subject, so I guess a little bit more clarification in some instances probably would be beneficial. Anyways, moving on. Chastity and homosexuality. Homosexuality refers to relations between men or between women who experience an exclusive or predominant sexual attraction toward persons of the same sex. It has taken a great variety of forms through the centuries and in different cultures. Its psychological genesis remains largely unexplained, basing itself on sacred scripture, which presents homosexual acts as acts of grave depravity. Tradition has always declared that homosexual acts are intrinsically disordered. They are contrary to the natural law. They close the sexual act to the gift of life. They do not proceed from a genuine, effective, and sexual complementarity. Under no circumstances can they be approved. The number of men and women who have deep-seated homosexual tendencies is not negligible. This inclination, which is objectively disordered, constitutes for most of them a trial. They must be accepted with respect, compassion, and sensitivity. Every sign of unjust discrimination in their regard should be avoided. These persons are called to fulfill God's will in their lives and, if they are Christians, to unite to the sacrifice of the Lord's cross, the difficulties they may encounter from their condition. Homosexual persons are called to chastity by the virtues of self-mastery that teach them inner freedom, at times by the support of disinterested friendship, by prayer and sacramental grace. They can and should gradually and resolutely approach Christian perfection, the love of husband and wife. Sexuality is ordered to the conjugal love of man and woman. In marriage, the physical intimacy of the spouses becomes a sign and pledge of spiritual communion. Marriage bonds between baptized persons are sanctified by the sacrament. Sexuality, by means of which man and woman give themselves to one another through the acts which are proper and exclusive to spouses, is not something simply biological, but concerns the innermost being of the human person as such. It is realized in a truly human way only if it is an integral part of the love by which a man and woman commit themselves totally to one another until death. Tobias got out of bed and said to Sarah, "Sarah, get up, and let us pray and implore our Lord that he grant us mercy and safety." So he got up, and they began to pray and implore that they might be kept safe. Tobias began by saying, "Blessed are you, O God of our fathers, who made Adam, and for him you made his wife Eve as a helper and support. From the two of them, the race of mankind has sprung. You said, it is not good that the man should be alone. Let us make a helper for him, like himself. I now am taking this kinswoman of mine, not because of lust, but with sincerity. Grant that she and I may find mercy, and that we may grow old together." And they both said, "Amen, amen." Then they went to sleep for the night. The acts in marriage by which the intimate and chaste union of the spouses takes place are noble and honorable. The truly human performances of these acts fosters the self-giving they signify and enriches the spouse's joy and gratitude. Sexuality is a source of joy and pleasure. The Creator himself established that in the generative function, spouses should experience pleasure and enjoyment of body and spirit. Therefore, the spouses do nothing evil in seeking the pleasure and enjoyment. They accept what the Creator has intended for them. At the same time, spouses should know how to keep themselves within the limits of just moderation. With that, we will go ahead and read more about that on future stream, because next time it'll be more Paul Tarsus. But until then, that is where we will go ahead and end it. We are going to go ahead and raid on over to Father Evan. And he is, what is he doing? He's doing a game. What game is that? Spiritual Warfare. So, okay. We're going to go ahead and start the raid. We're going to go on over to him. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I will probably be back Friday, honestly, because I should have Saturday off. I don't know what I'll be streaming. Something. We'll find out when the time comes. But until then, you make sure you all have a wonderful day. God bless. And remember that God loves each and every one of you. Pax Bonum. Thanks for being here, guys. God bless.